The 90s were a weird time for comics, and I think Mojo sums that up pretty well. You do have to give Mojo credit for being a very unique character. He lives in a world where television is kind of the thing, and he has basically fights and things like that to try to improve his ratings. He fights the X-Force. I believe Shatterstar was kind of his adversary. I don't remember exactly. This is a really bizarre figure. It's very bulky. It's the X-Men X-Force Evil Mutants Mojo with Whip Tail from Toy Biz 1994. And obviously, I mean, they made a ton of these X-Men figures, and some are pretty cool, you know. I mean, I definitely had some of these as a kid. Some of my neighbor friends had some of them. I always liked Quark for some reason. I always thought he was pretty cool. But, you know, there's some good sculpts in here. Beast, Apocalypse, Bishop, Strong Guy, Storm, Mr. Sinister, he lit up. You know, Professor X is a pretty slick character. But this guy's been in his cell for too long. He needs to get his ratings up. It's a different world now than the one he was originally inhabited. Now it's all about streaming and Netflix and mobile and all that kind of stuff. So he's got to get with the times. It's 23 years later. And I want to shout out to the Zombie Sailor, #1 toy seller on Instagram, who I got this from for a decent price. I know he sells a lot of really nice, case, fresh, vintage stuff, and it's just amazing the things that he has. And I'm buying things like Mojo and odd figures like that. So we got this trading card here, 94 Fleer Ultra, which I was a big fan of. I don't know if I had a whole set of these, but I had a lot of them. There's Shinobi Shaw. I'm not too familiar with Shinobi Shaw. There's Mojo, nipples and everything. Yeah, very bulky figure. Just very bizarre, but a cool one for sure. I think, you know, if you're looking for uniqueness, if you like things that are weird and different, you can't go wrong with a carded X-Men Toy Biz Mojo for $5. With a Marvel Universe trading card as well, of course. I'm having trouble getting this doohickey out of here. There we go. Oh, those are all separate. Wow. Okay, so there's some assembly required with this. I don't know, I might need to get my parents' permission. Adult assembly required. So there he is. I mean, if he didn't have all his stuff, that is super weird. He's a large individual. But I mean, what a unique mold. What a unique sculpt. I mean, how cool is that? He says, give me a hug, right? It's got a belly button and everything. All right. So, tail goes up here. Give me a second here. Yeah, so I don't think he really did a lot of fighting. He was kind of the man behind the production room, I guess you would say. But this was like early X-Men, the 91 series, and I guess X-Force too. I never really got an X-Force, so I'm not super familiar with all that. This is not an easy thing to assemble. But yeah, there's some, I mean, the X-Men Toy Biz line was very, very popular. There's, I mean, tons and tons and tons of those. So you can always find your favorite or find maybe a weird one that you like. All right, so we have the leg pinchers and side legs. I guess these are all the side legs. These are the leg pinchers. Do these go in the front? Is that where those go? Yeah, those go in the front because those kind of, I guess, grasp things. I want to make sure I'm putting this together properly. yeah, so let's see here. So that goes there. Goes in there. It's kind of like a, what is that? I don't know, I'd be building something today. It's got like a little fleck of plastic in there. And these little entry things are, they're soft, they're rubbery. And these are cool because it's actually jointed, so they can, you know, they can move around, twist around, and things like that. So, I mean, quite a bit attention to detail on this figure, which I appreciate, that attention to detail. I mean, they easily could have just had those snap in and be stationary, but Toy Biz decided to go above and beyond and actually make those jointed. They swivel. I'm just thinking about being a kid. 1994, I'd been 11 years old. So I was getting a little bit old for this kind of stuff. But, yeah, being able to put this guy together, that'd been pretty cool. So how does that... I guess those go up because... Oh, those are... There we go. That makes sense. So those are pinchers. Legs here. Gotta get them kind of situated properly to support his weight. So look at that. So pull tail back to lock, press button to snap toward forward Mojo's menacing tail. So let's see. I think I already have it pulled back. Oh, that's menacing. All right. I mean, it's not really even going that far. I mean, you would think it would go at least a little bit closer to actually, you know, pop somebody in the face, but yeah, I don't know. Watch out for this dude. I mean, he's got these pinchers. He's got like these spider legs. He's sinking in my carpet. He's so heavy. He's got that menacing tail. Yeah, cool figure. I mean, A, for uniqueness. Absolutely. I mean, after all the different Wolverines and Cables and Cyclops and, you know, things like that, I like the uniqueness. I mean, they really went all out. They went pretty deep in the X-Men universe to create some of these figures. So this is Mojo from the X-Men X-Force line, Toy Biz, 1994. Yeah, and he needs to get him a few Netflix specials. Maybe he can hook up with Danny Rand and Iron Fist, which is the series that I'm currently watching, and get those ratings up. So thank you for watching, and